What's going on YouTube? This is What Would Josh Do, and this is a super exciting video because this is a brand new product. Just got released. So this is UGREEN's 100 watt max single port charging. It supports power delivery, quick charge, SCP, and PPS, which is for you Samsung folks that need the programmable power supply. It also works with the latest Google devices as well. Fast charging protocol, flight approved, safe charging, 12,000 mAh, 100 watts, works with phones, tablets, mobile phones, cameras, earbuds, watch, switch, stuff like that. On the back of it, we've got some additional information, such as up to the 20 volts, 5 amps for 100 watts. Looks like it can do 65 watts of input, which is pretty good. I would like to see 100, but a lot of devices with 100 watts of input tend to overheat. So if this thing doesn't overheat, then 65 watts is better than an overheating device that's throttling down to like 30 watts. The USB-A output, we're not even going to talk about that because I'm never going to plug anything into it besides earbuds. That is literally all I'm going to plug into that thing ever. Like a game controller that's dying on me that I want to keep playing a game, or some earbuds, or some very low power device. So it is 44.4 watt hours. Got some additional information here and some safety listings down here. Let's freaking dig in. Ooh, it's got a nice little thing here so you can open it without grabbing a knife and having something sharp in your hands. If we could just get this thing open today, please, that'd be great. All right, it's a little guy. It's cute. All right, let's see what all do we got in here. So we got a power delivery cable. Let's check this out. It's UGREEN, cool. We've got some guides and information here. All right, so this is the information that we want. So there's gonna be someone out there that gets this in the future and theirs didn't come with instructions and they're confused. Or I don't see something today that later on we find out, oh, this does have a trickle charging mode. So you can slow charge something such as earbuds like we talked about. All right, now for the star of the show, let's freaking check it out. So on the side, it says 100 watts, 12,000 milliamp. Got a bunch of information here, such as the capacity, charging. All of this should be similar to what we saw on the box, so I'm not going to go too far into that. And then we have our safety listings. We have a button here. It says more than power. Ooh, we got some rubber things here so you can lay this down and it's not going to slide very easily. That's pretty nice. So it's interesting that this only has one USB-C port. So I would have liked to have seen two. This looks like it's 100 watts through one port and then the USB-A does the rest. So I would have preferred to definitely have two because I usually carry two devices on me, whether that's a phone and a tablet or a phone in my Nintendo Switch or my phone in my handheld gaming system or something. So I have to choose one gets fast charged and one gets slow charged. Definitely would have liked to have just seen two USB-C and them skip the USB-A altogether. So we're going to press that power button and we got a nice blue screen there. Gives us 33% with 2 bars. This is a little bit overkill. This is 160 watts, but the good news is that when you use something that does more than what this says, there's leftover room to charge another device or to generate less heat. Because if you have a 65 watt charger and this does 65 watts, you're pushing that charger to 100%, such as this one right here to 100. So that leaves like, 35 left over. So it will get still pretty warm, but the 160 watt should be able to handle it much easier. All right, we're going to use the cable that they provided to us. It's got a cute little thing. It's like going to sleep. That's cute. I like that. It dims, and then it probably just goes away. So obviously you have to charge it using that one USB-C port that you are provided with. And just like that, we're charging at 20 volts, 3.1 amps. We're getting 62.5 watts input. So that should charge this 12,000 mAh in under an hour. That's actually fantastic. So it's interesting that there's nothing on here like flashing or moving or doing anything at all. I mean, we're at 35, so we know that it's charging at least, and I can see the numbers here. Oh, it just pulsed. It is pulsing. Okay. So this is going in and out like a slow pulse. All right. Oh, look at that. 36. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's not a huge capacity. It's kind of small actually. Now, ideally, on your first charge, you want it to go to 100% and leave it there for a little bit, you know, some extra time on the very first charge. And then, you know, then you can use it. So that's the ideal thing to do. And we're already at this thing's going to get to 100 in no time. Wow. I got to say, all the cute little animations and things that it does is adorable. It was a little bit brighter, then it went dim. It's like little hearts in its eyes. That is just so cute. I just love how adorable this little thing is. So we're at 100%. I saw that there was just 1 watt going into it. It was very slow, so it was fully charged. But now we're going to test and see what all it can do. All right, so sometimes they don't include the most powerful cable with the device. So we're going to see what all this cable can do that came with it. Now, it's a 100 watt port, so hopefully the cable can do 100 watts. And now we're going to run through and just see what all protocols this thing has. This little cable's only providing power to this thing so the screen can stay on. This is the cable that's actually going to the power bank. All right, so that's an impressive amount of stuff there. We've got FCP at 18 watts, 12 volts, 1.5. We've got AFC up to 12 volts, 2 amps. We've got quick charge 2 and 3 up to 12 volts. Then we got the most important thing to me. We've got PD, so 20 volts, 5 amps. And we do have PPS up to 5 amps. So this should charge your device with super fast charging 2.0. That's actually huge. This little guy doing quick charge 2.0? Let's go. That's exciting. All right, this is my wife's Samsung Tab S9 Plus. We're going to connect this up to that port on the side. And I believe she absolutely just killed it. It's completely dead. So we're going to have to wait for this thing to turn on. I'm not connecting any of that USB-A port right now because, like I said, I mean, you only should use that if you're charging up some earbuds or, you know, something that just doesn't require hardly any power, like some AirPod Maxes or something. Those things only charge at like 3 or 4 watts. Just something that barely draws anything. Your phone, yeah, you just don't want to wait all day for that thing to charge. You've got things to do. Come on. Get you a USB-C to USB-C or a USB-C to Lightning if you have an older iPhone. If you have an older iPhone, the only way you're going to fast charge it is if you buy one of these little cables on Amazon or Walmart or something. So one end's going to have that power delivery and then one end's going to have that Lightning. Now, I don't have an older device that requires that. Well, I do, but it's kind of broken. Just shows the screen's at 100 watts. This one's pretty basic, so doesn't show a whole lot of anything really. It just says, hey, I'm at 100%, and that's all it does. I mean, it's pretty boring, but oh, we got the 2 icons there for super fast charging. And look at that. I can already tell you right now that this thing is definitely utilizing PPS. Because the only way you're going to get more than 15 watts is if you have PPS. We're definitely above 15 watts here. So, yes, that's super exciting if you have a Samsung device that supports super fast charging 2.0. All right, so I connected to USB-A. There's nothing on it right now, but it's still putting out the 35.5 watts there. All right, so we're going to unplug, and then we're going to replug, and we're going to see, hopefully, super fast charging 2.0. Let's go. All right. And if you were to just say, you know what? I refuse to use USB-C. All of my USB-A to C cables that I have laying around, I'm going to use those. And I am not going to upgrade to Type-C to Type-C. What happens? So you're getting 13.8 watts. So that's actually not terrible. That's decent. That's technically fast charging, so yeah, you can still do that. Let's connect this to our ROG Ally X and see what happens. All right, there you have it. So this thing can do 100 watts to our ROG Ally X. That's pretty awesome. That allows us to go into our 30 watt turbo mode just fine. All right, that's the end of the video. So we know that it does super fast charging 2.0. We know that it can put 100 watts to the ROG Ally X, and we know that it charges very quickly. Like, my gosh, that was from 30 to 100% was just no time at all. I'll have a link to this thing in the description below if you want to purchase one of these for yourself. And now you've seen the video to this one right here. If you want to check out either of these two, I will have links in the description below. Or I'll try to remember to also pin a comment with these two as well. These two do have nicer screens than this one, that's for sure. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. This is What Would Josh Do? And I'm out.